Hello everybody, Mike with Spray Jones coming to you with another video. And I want to talk to you about things that I've learned to do when, things are slow, things aren't going your way, you're just feeling a little bit out of sorts. And this is for more of the medium-sized contractors to small. You've just started up, you're just going out on your own, and maybe you got 1-2 trucks max, and there's been some ups and downs and setbacks and things like that, and we've all gone through it. I've gone through it. Don't think that I've had non-stop success. I had 2 back-to-back really tough losing years that had it expanded into a third, it would have probably taken me out. But along the way, I learned some things. I did some things that had great success, and I want to share them with you. There's 4 points, so if you stick around, I think each one of these points is very practical, easy to do, and will help you, and I'll explain why. If you're new to the channel, my name's Mike. I'm the owner of Spray Jones. I produce content on spray foam insulation for the North American market, and I'm here for contractors, homeowners, building people, end users, anybody that has to touch and encounter spray foam downstream. But today's video is really geared towards the spray guys that are out there, because it can get a little chippy when things are slow, things are ultra competitive, there's not a lot of work to go around, and it can get really depressing, and the thought to give up and call it quits, it can be very overwhelming. And I'm just here to tell you a positive message right now in 2025. Don't give up, hang in there. I believe we're on the edge of explosive growth for the US and for Canada. I think there's a lot of policy changes coming in and public perception changes coming in here that are going to make our product and in demand, and also just the work is going to be there to do it. So first the work will come, and then secondly the demand to do our specific product is going to be there. All right, what to do when things are slow? First thing is, when you are you got time on your hands because the phone isn't ringing and you don't have jobs to go do, learn all that you can about your product and competitive products. Now this might sound simple and a little bit silly, but if you get better at knowing density, insulating values, adhesion, water cohesion, how the foam should go in, not go in, why board stock, why mineral fiber, how is it created, what are the flaws, how far are they shipping it, just get into some deep dives on global warming potential of each product, issues where it's been removed, it worked, it didn't work, it saved the day, it didn't, on and on and on. Do your research, learn all that you can about your product and the competing products that you're trying to market against. And you might think, well, what's that going to do? Well, when you get a call to go out and talk to somebody, to go deal with somebody, don't you want to sound better? Don't you want to convey the message better? And it starts with you learning. If you learn piece by piece, watch a video, read an article, highlight it out, print it out, read it 4 or 5 times, memorize some things, eventually that's going to, good knowledge in is good knowledge out, and you will be able to recite it, say it, it'll become a part of you, and that can very well go and make the difference between somebody that doesn't want to put in the time, and they go on site, and you can build trust and awareness where others cannot. Number 2, I say write down your wins. Get a small booklet, and this goes to your psyche. Like, it can get really depressing when things aren't going your way and you're getting blowback, you didn't win this bid or that bid or whatever. Some people said, thanks, but next time, not this time. You can get really depressed and think, what's the point? So get a small little booklet and write down your wins. Don't write down your losses, just write down the wins and keep them somewhere where you've written them down. Don't just put it in your phone, because when you put it in your phone, you don't connect with it the same way that you do when you're writing. Like, they've done studies where people in university that take notes by hand retain the knowledge far more than people that just take it with an electronic device. This is critical because day by day, week by week, had a good call here, was awarded this, they're calling back, they want 3 more, they're choosing me over somebody or something else. You record those, and then you can go back and look and say, look, over the last 3 weeks there has been noticeable progress. I am moving forward. It gets you out of the funk of just sitting there thinking that nothing's ever going your way, and then that line of thinking will bring you down. It'll be in your body language, it'll be in your voice. People will hear it even when you're not trying to think about it or talk about it. It'll come out. So positive things are important. Number 3, stick around and monitor your phone, monitor your email. This might sound self-evident, but you know how many small contractors, small to medium-sized contractors, take 2-3 days to get back to people? Like, oh, I'm busy, I'll get back to them on Thursday. Thursday's my day. No. If people are leaving messages, you should have somebody get back to them within 2 hours. Get your wife, your sister, your brother-in-law, like, get somebody in your organization, appoint somebody that they can monitor the messages. You don't have to be the one. And they don't have to phone them back with technical expertise and advice. They just need to phone back and say, hello, you called us. This is Jones Spray Foam. Yep, we got your message. We'll get back to you by tomorrow to talk to you about what you want to talk about. That can make all the difference in the world. You know, I've had a lot of people say to me, you know, how we chose you is that you're the only one that answered the phone. You're the only one that got back to us. You know, we're still waiting around for the other people. So timely, you don't have to chain yourself to your desk. You don't have to be sitting there. In fact, I think that's not healthy. But have a mindset of, if they're leaving a message and they're trying to get a hold of us, we're going to get a hold of them in a timely fashion per day. And then the 4th big point is to be willing to be willing. Now, what the heck does that mean? It means to reevaluate what you would or wouldn't get involved in. Now, I am not saying that you should go spray something that you have no business spraying and a product you have no business using. That's not at all what I'm saying. In fact, I would say stick to what you know and stick to what you do best and wait it out. But what I am saying is that, all right, if a crawl space or a small job comes up, be willing to throw a sensible price at it that's worth your time and go do it. How many times people have said, well, we don't travel there, or we won't come for anything less than 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000. All right, well, re-examine what you really need to get out of some jobs. And I'll give you a quick example. I did a crawl space for a gentleman, and he said, you know, I phoned 2 or 3 other people, nobody would get back to me. We went and did it. I think it was under $1,000. But in doing so, he starts talking to us about his cousin, who's a judge, right? And the judge is building a house. And he was so impressed, the guy was so impressed with us that he was like, I'm going to tell my cousin about you guys, and you guys should do this, and you guys should do that. So the spider web of who you know and who knows you and who's impressed with you, word of mouth is the best way to get projects, starts with humility. You've got to be willing to deal with the people that on the surface do not look like the job is worth it, or you want to give them the time of day, or you want to get involved. But if you will treat every person like they are one connection away from a millionaire and the job of your dreams, I think you'll have a lot more success. So these 4 points, learn all you can, write down your wins, stay and monitor your phone, get back to people in a timely fashion, and be willing to be willing. Re-examine what you want to do and how. Those 4 things are very practical and will dig you out of a jam and a bad season. And when things get good, don't abandon these. You know, don't go back to being slack in any of these things. They're good foundations to build your business on. So there you go, guys. It's more for the small, medium-sized guys. Lay out a comment, share, like, and subscribe. I hope this helps you, and I'll catch you on more future content coming up.